Hello, my dear boys. Hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty. Welcome to Physics online class. Today we will discuss on chapter 2. The name of this chapter is motion and today's our topic is creative question solution. In this class we will try to solve a creative questions. Okay, and this is a special review class for class 9 and class 10 English version. So let's see the STEM for a creative question. So our creative question is the STEM of our creative question. A body moves with 50 centimeter per second. Okay, here the unit is given centimeter per second, but we need to convert it in meter per second unit because we know that the velocity, the unit SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Okay, so a body moves with 50 centimeter per second and traverses 2 meter distance in the first second. Okay, repeat it again. A body moves with 50 centimeter per second and traverses 2 meter distance in the first second. Okay, our questions are: question A, define velocity. Okay, question B, what do you mean by uniform acceleration? Explain briefly. Okay, question C, calculate the acceleration of the body. And question D, explain mathematically how much time it will take to traverse the next 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter, next 1 meter. So this is our creative question. Now we will try to solve it part by part. Our first question is define velocity. Okay, here velocity is the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Okay, I'm repeating it again. Velocity is the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Our question number B is, what do you mean by uniform acceleration? Explain briefly. Okay, so the explanation is, we know that when an object moves with uniform velocity, it has no acceleration. If there is a change of velocity, then there is an acceleration. So the rate of change of velocity with time is acceleration. Now if the rate of change of velocity with time is same in every time case, then it is uniform acceleration. That is, the velocity of the body will increase by a fixed value in every time unit. Now our question number C is calculate the acceleration of the body. This is our stem. So according to the stem, we see that here given that the initial velocity EU equal to 50 centimeter per second. We need to convert it meter per second. So 50 by 100 meter per second equal to 0.5 meter per second. Okay. Here the distance traveled by this body is 2 meter. Okay. Distance is equal to 2 meter, and time needed for second. So time is t is 1 second. So we need to calculate the acceleration of the body. So acceleration A equal to what? Okay, we know here given distance or displacement, time, initial velocity and acceleration. The necessary equation for solving this math is S equal to ut plus half of at square. Okay, so calculating, we can get here S is 2 ut 0.5 into 1 plus half of into a into 1 square. Okay, or 2 equal to 0.5 plus 0.5 a. So 0.5 a equal to 2 minus 0.5, so 1.5. Then a equal to 1.5 by 0.5, so 3 meter per second square. So acceleration of the body is is 3 meter per second square. Okay, so this is the solution for question number C. Here we get the acceleration of the body is 3 meter per second square. Okay, you must highly careful with your units. Okay, if you mistake in unit, then you can lose one number. Okay, so now we will try to solve question number D. Question number D says that explain mathematically how much time it will take to traverse the next 1 meter. Here this body traverse 2 meter in first second. So in this time we need to determine the time for traveling next 1 meter. Okay, so for this we need to solve this math in two parts. Okay, from this part we can get a velocity like that. This is for first part 1. Here the distance is 2 meter and time needed 1 second. Okay, and here the second part, here distance is 1 meter but time t equal to 1. So part 2, this is part 2, time what? So from this figure you see that for first part the final velocity of first part is considered as the initial velocity for the second part. Okay, here the final velocity for the first part will consider as the initial velocity for second part. Okay, so for solving this problem, first of all we need to determine the final velocity of first part. Okay, so here we know v square equal to u square plus twice as. Okay, here u is 0.5 square plus 2 into a is 3. Here a is 3, acceleration is 3 meter per second square from from part C. Okay, and s is 2. S is 2. Okay, v square. Now here v square is 12.25 meter per second, meter square per second square. Now v equal to 3.5 meter per second. Okay, so this is the final velocity for part 1, and this velocity is considered for initial velocity for second part. For second part, the object is travel 1 meter at a time. We need to determine this time for traveling 1 meter distance. Okay. For second part, the s prime is 1 meter, and for second part the initial velocity is v, and that is u prime, and that is 3.5 meter per second. Okay, so here we have initial velocity, we have distance, time, we need to determine t prime, and we have acceleration. Okay, so we know time travel for next 1 meter is using a formula, and that is S prime equal to U prime T prime plus half of A T prime square. Okay, so here S is 1, U prime is 3.5 meter per second, 3.5 T prime plus half into 3 into T prime square, or one equal to 3.5 T prime plus 1.5 T prime square, or 1.5 T prime square minus 3.5 T prime plus, and that is minus 1 equal to 0. So this is a binomial equation of time. Okay, by calculating, by solving this equation, we can get our required time. Okay, we can solve this equation by using middle term factor rule. Okay, by solving this, we get two type of time. One time is negative and one time is positive, but we know that time cannot be negative, so we will get the positive time, and that is here T prime equal to 0.257 second. So we can say that it will take it will take 0.257 second to travel next 1 meter. Okay, so this is our answer for, or solution for, question number D. Okay, so you must try to practice this type of math more and more at home, because this type of question is very important for exam. Okay, by the end of this video you will get an homework question. You must try to solve this homework and submit it in comment section with roll number. Okay, so in our next class we will try to discuss or review another chapter. Okay, so this is all for today. Until next class, so thanks a lot watching this online class. Thank you.